Would the world be a better place without Muslims? Would it be less violent? If we got rid of all the Muslims right now, would it end honor killings? No. In America, we get upset when a Muslim they kill their daughters for an honor killing. Parents kill their kids. It happens. We just had one 3 cities away day before yesterday. Parents kill their kids. Happens all the time. You read about it in the news all the time. When Muslims do it, it's an honor killing. When we do it, there's a series of reasons, and and honor doesn't come into it. But the kids are dead just the same. So does it change anything whether we're going to call it an honor killing or whether we're just going to call it domestic violence? And if you Google honor killings, you'll see there are a lot of Muslim listings, like it's more regional, Pakistan, some of these areas, but there's also South America, there's Mexico, there's the machismo murders, there's a whole series of non-Muslim related events, and a lot of these countries, in Mexico, if you're homosexual, I mean, there are a lot of places where you will be killed. Oh, terror. Would terror end if we got rid of the Muslims? Terrorism is just a method of fighting. It's the way the underdog fights in this new generation. And the Muslims didn't invent terrorism. Tamil Tigers, they invented the suicide belt. They're ferocious. They're Hindus. But it doesn't matter what religion we are. Without the Muslims, they say 9/11 would have never happened. And we think we suffered uniquely in 9/11. But if you were a Lebanese family, when Israel was fighting Hezbollah in Lebanon, Israel sent cluster bombs into the cities, indiscriminately killing innocent women and children. How is that any different than 9/11? How is going into Palestine and killing innocent women and children, how is that any different? How is us Americans in the 1800s giving pox-infected blankets to the Native Americans here in America? We had the little children, the little Indian babies, Native American babies. We gave them pox-infected blankets. We killed off an entire tribe of Indians. The Indians were so upset with us that they attacked our wagon trains. They killed innocent women and children. We called them savages. They killed and scalped. They scalped innocent women and children. We'd say, oh, these Indians, they're crazy, they're deranged, they're savages, they're killers. They take innocent people and they scalp them. In the newspapers, you would see that the Indians were ruining America. Who cares that they founded America and it was their country and we slaughtered them and we killed all their women and children? At one point, these Native Americans started making it unsafe for us to go out and about. They were actually reacting in an offensive, angry way, and they were scalpers. And the scalping thing is so great because as a civilized society, you can look at the scalping and say, it's obvious we're right and they're wrong. Look, they're scalping. Only an animal would scalp. It's obvious we're right and they're wrong. They come in with suicide vests and blow themselves up. We're civilized, they aren't. Just a different way. The kamikaze pilot, the Japanese warriors, they blow themselves up. It blew our minds. And it was a great excuse for us to use these events as tools to prove that that entire culture didn't respect humanity the way we did. Because anybody who was willing to sacrifice their own life obviously wasn't like us. They didn't think like us. They didn't love like us. They didn't suffer like us. They didn't pray like us. Because they proved that they were not human like us, because some of them would blow themselves up. Every time you see an event happening, you have to understand these events like 9/11 are not isolated incidents. If you're walking outside of a bar and you see a guy run out of the bar, and there's another guy walking down the street, and he runs up and punches that guy in the face, what do you know pretty much for sure? The two guys have a history. Almost always, there's going to be a history. Not that anybody's right or wrong, but when one guy runs up to another guy and punches him in the face, and all you see is that event, you know that guy didn't just come out of the blue. 9/11 didn't just come out of the blue and crash into those buildings. That was a long, simmering, brewing relationship. A relationship that probably many Americans, including myself, don't fully understand. But we do, America, we have our hands in other places in the world, and there are other significant 9/11 type events happening to other people. And just as we are ruined for Muslims, they are ruined for Americans. So anybody still living under the fantasy that there's this peaceful, serene world and us in America especially are just trying to live in our peaceful globe, and these Muslims are ruining it all. Look again. It's cause and effect. It's systemic. We are all playing our part. There's Mumbai, and there's 9/11, and there's just this whole list of things. The people who are on this one particular side who want to prove that Muslims are bad, they can send you a whole list. But for every single event I get sent to me, there are matching and answering events that either explain why this is happening or show that there are other groups doing the exact same thing. So it's not about Muslims, it's about humans.